We don't need no stinking theme song.
We don't need no stinking badges.
Right? Dude, check it out. There it is.
Third place chicken.
Dude, I'm telling you what, man. Chicken is like the hardest thing to place in. Because everybody enters chicken, right? Everybody.
Yeah.
And there it is.
All right.
14
in Texas. That's something.
I caught ba-ding. Of course, my fucking computer is acting like an asshole tonight.
Yeah, I'm trying the headset tonight.
Oh, I see that. So Adam's here. Chronic Chris is here. TJ's about to be a professor.
Yep, I figure I'd show up for class. That's why I'm student tonight.
Student Adam, Professor TJ, Dr. Chronic Chris.
Yep. Esquire. Reverend Chronic Chris Esquire.
Okay, so Dr. Reverend Chronic Chris Esquire.
No doctor. These are actual titles that I hold. Reverend and Esquire.
Okay, so you got Reverend and Esquire.
Yes.
But no doctor.
No doctor. I'm not a doctor.
But I'm going to have Professor.
But Chris can play one on TV.
Yeah, he could. Welcome to Mayhem's Amigos. Well, welcome to Mayhem's Amigos. It is October 21st, 2023. I'm TJ. That's Chronic Chris. That's Adam. And we are here to try to entertain you for a little while.
So, and if you can hear my background music, ladies and gentlemen, I do have Windows going. It's a sad week in music history.
Why?
Today is the anniversary of the death of the dude from Blind Melon. Yesterday was the anniversary of the Leonard Skinner plane crash. And there was something else in the last week. I can't remember now.
Today is the 3-hour anniversary of me placing in my first Texas barbecue cook-off.
So
I'm proud of that, man.
For choking chickens, huh?
That's right. And by God, I choked my chicken right. I choked my chicken better than any of my old team could think of doing.
Good enough to get third place.
Hey, I'd rather get third place choking the chicken than first place trying to wring it out.
It's better than getting first and third.
Right. If I got first and third, boy, we know I got a switch-off problem.
So I got some really exciting news, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah? Let's hear it.
I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'm going to get right into it. April 13, 2024, we are having an event. And so far we have...
Am I invited to this event?
Yeah, it's at the Top Fuel Saloon in Braidwood, Illinois.
Oh, well, fuck, that's a drive.
Be there or be square, motherfuckers, because so far we got Pit Lord and old fat bastard and the dirty sphincter on the bill.
I might be back.
I love it.
No time for that.
Old fat bastard and the dirty sphincters, huh?
Yep.
That's pretty great. Even I washed my sphincter yesterday, so that's awesome.
Howdy,
What's happening, Steve? Good old Steve piping in already, going, I'm still a better cook than TJ. Motherfucker, I'm award winning.
Hey, so am I.
Hey, I'm proud of this, man. This is a Texas cook-off.
Texas barbecue cook-off.
When I worked for the Top Tier Saloon, we won first and third place for a chili cook-off.
For a choking the chicken cook-off?
Chili.
Chris is about to show me his calluses.
Oh,
Put those away. No one nips.
Hey, nice titties.
Where?
Hey.
On Adam.
Ain't no shame in my game, DJ.
I know. I mean, you're all set. You're like, hey, check out my cleavage. Just like there's no shame in Chris's game. He's like, look at me, spark it down.
Yeah. So speaking of titties on a man, the most popular Halloween costume for 2023 is a cross-dresser.
Oh, really?
The most offensive costume for 2023 is a cross-dresser.
Okay.
Guess it depends which direction you're taking it from.
Pretty much.
I mean, I think the one taking it in the back door would not be so offended because they're getting what they want.
Well, either way, both parties are getting what they want.
Well, yeah, right? You know, the one delivering from the front door is getting a release. The one receiving in the back door is happy.
I don't know how they could be happy. I would think. I mean,
what is wrong with you?
That would hurt.
Well, maybe if they work it in.
Sometimes I take a poop big enough that it hurts.
Maybe if they work it in long enough, you know?
I don't know.
You know,
All
you got to massage it in real good. Like.
Oh, I'm going to hell.
I'm sure.
I was actually asking
myself. We can forgive you.
I was actually asking a coworker of mine today if we thought it would be warm in hell for us.
No. I mean,
he goes, I think we can ride the bike around.
Warm, then it might be cold. I mean, if you're used to it being warm, then it might be cold.
I mean, I kind of live in hell right now. I love Texas, don't get me wrong. But it is fucking warm. You guys got to bear with me as I'm spreading the seed of this show.
We were up in the 80s today, dude. I sat here at the fucking door wide open all day long.
Hell yeah. What other news you got, Chris?
Dude, so the other day, come home from work. And there's two cops a block over. Did I tell you about this, TJ?
No,
Okay, so there's two cops about a block over, and I pull into my driveway, and I'm like, I'm going to pull up to kind of watch and be nosy and see what they're doing. So I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden, this kid comes out of the fucking woods behind me, up to the building, he's peeking around the corners and shit, fucking, he's hiding from the cops. You can tell he's hiding from the cops. And I didn't want to be a dick or anything, but I just rolled down. I opened the car door and, hey, buddy, you need to go somewhere else with that bullshit.
Was ist das bullshit?
But I couldn't believe dude was trying to hide from the cops in my front yard.
Really?
Yeah.
Of all front yards, he's going to hide in yours.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Nope, you need to go. Take your lick. I don't care. We ain't doing this here. Fucking ruined my afternoon.
Oh, what the fuck, Steve? Fuck you. I'm never giving you any of my recipes now.
Why are you saying fuck Steve?
Because he said I won a participation trophy. I'm like, fuck off.
I didn't realize you made like chicken change.
I know, right?
Hey, remember, second place is the first loser.
Well, I'm well aware. All right? But when you're up against 14 guys who travel the state, fighting for competition, and they all enter chicken, yeah, I'll take third. I did it on a whim.
For some barbecue chicken?
Yeah. Barbecue chicken over pecan in the pit with my own recipe. A new recipe I tried today for a glaze. And I came in third with a new glaze.
Impressive.
Was it the maple glaze?
No, it was not. No, it was something completely different.
Oh, what's some barbecue without a little maple?
Well, there was some what's that here.
Hold on, I got other news. I just can't fucking think off the top of my head now.
Have you been smoking too much weed?
No. Actually, I laid down and took a fucking 3.5 hour nap this afternoon and didn't want to get up.
Yeah, see, Steve's sitting here making fun of me still, like, ooh, third out of 14. Ooh, that's impressive.
I don't know if he's being sarcastic.
Hey, I'll be honest with you. Down in Texas, where they take a lot of pride in their barbecue, to place third in a cook-off, that is something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, damn, I'm fucking proud of that, and he's trying to crap all over it.
And for your first year in?
Yeah. Dude, I haven't even lived down here a year yet, and I still hit third.
Like I said,
my newsfeed.
Oh, what do you got?
Why do some people believe Michelle Obama is a trans woman?
This ought to be great. I want to hear this.
This is from Snopes.com. The claim that Michelle Obama is a trans woman has permeated corners of the internet and pop-up culture since at least 2008. That's when we first received reader emails asking us to confirm or deny it. In 2023, 15 years after the claim first appeared in our inbox, podcaster Jason Whitlock released a 124-minute podcast episode largely dedicated to the baseless conspiracy theories surrounding Obama and his family. In particular, Whitlock asked listeners to question whether Obama's wife, Michelle, was in reality a transgender woman attempting to keep her gender identity a secret from the public.
You know, I cannot get behind that because she did she pooped out kids.
We don't have proof. I mean, have you seen video evidence of her giving birth?
Well, no, but
then there you
enough
go.
evidence for DNA, right?
Yeah, right.
Unless I have video evidence of something happening, I question it. And even after I see the video, I still have questions.
Did they find this on the show?
She has an Adam's apple bigger than me.
God. Look, man, until I see something definitive, that says Michelle Obama is a trans woman, I'm not going to buy it because she's raised the kid. And even if she is, who fucking cares?
Hey,
I know, right?
I'll say it like I said last weekend. So you know I was at a wedding.
Right.
And you know Drunk Chris likes two things.
Weed,
Motorhead,
and booze, and
and
Motorhead.
strip clubs.
Okay.
Drunk Chris is not Stone Chris. Drunk Chris is completely different. We like Motorhead and strip clubs. And we were at Star's Rock, so we were less than 10 minutes from the Silver Slipper.
Time out. So you have 3 personalities where the rest of us have 2.
Oh shit, I'm like Gary Busey, dude. You're fucking with 10 people here. Don't you know? Haven't you learned by now?
I should have by now, but I haven't yet. Fuck, I just did. Fucking 6 years of broadcasting with you, I should have figured this out by now.
So I start getting a little Crown and Coke in me, and all of a sudden, let's go to the strip club. Let's go to the strip club. No one wants to go to the strip club with me.
From a wedding?
Yeah.
What is fucking wrong with you?
Any cute girls at the wedding?
He's married.
And
So he might have to go to the strip club.
So let's go to the. But either my nephew said something. I said, "What are you gay?" And he's like, "You seen the girl I'm marrying, right? Well, I still have yet to see proof that she's actually a girl."
No, you did not. You did not. Oh my god.
wow.
So I was told I needed to apologize the next day. I'm like, okay, whatever. I told my brother-in-law, I said, I'm not really sorry, but I'm supposed to say I'm sorry. He's like, for what? I said, I don't know, last night. He's like, oh, you didn't do nothing. I said, I know, we were just trying to have some fun. He says, no, you were trying to have some fun. Fuck, dude, I'm always trying to have fun.
God, I cannot believe you. No, hey, let me see that she's really a woman. Drop your fucking britches. So what if you had seen a vagina there? Would you want to, like, stick your tongue in there to find out if for sure it was not before a penis? Shrimp boat. They make the shrimp boat. Have you not read anything on that surgery? The man in the boat is still up here. It's still there.
Oh, fuck, I'm dying.
They just turn the banana peel inside out.
Right.
That way the
Ladies and gentlemen, this episode brought to you by Taco Tuesday.
Oh my god, brought to you by Taco Tuesday.
Sometimes
Adam,
I come up with
Adam, what's happening with the cheesesteak?
Preparing for winter again.
So
trying
you just
to get out of here as fast as I can.
So you guys just got out of winter like 2 months ago, and now you're preparing for it already?
Yeah, it was 2 weeks of summer, a month of spring,
right?
And 2 weeks of fall.
Oh my god!
And then it's already okay. Snow's on its way. So I'm like, fuck this mess. I'm trying to get back down to Illinois to dodge the winter.
I'm telling you what,
you got more expensive, but.
Dude, you guys should like really look at Kentucky.
Well, right now I'm just looking to get closer to family. So
that's what I'm saying. But I know a lot about your situation because you and I are friends.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you,
hope so with as much as I tell you.
right? But I'm telling you, I would really look at Kentucky.
What are you doing?
Or Indiana, or something of that nature.
Looking at Kentucky or Tennessee, or we look at Missouri, stuff like that.
Hi, darling, I love you.
Is that you, Jay?
Yeah.
I love you too.
You are such a great wife to Chris.
Oh, I try.
We really don't mind when you kick his ass.
Oh, I do that too.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
If you do it now, it's recorded.
No, I would never encourage. I would never encourage that.
Nothing on camera.
And I mean, just like I would never say that Chris might have had relations with an ostrich, allegedly.
Must have been a sick ostrich.
No, I think it was a dead ostrich. Dude, which kind of brings me to my next point. We have this awesome release coming next week of Shoresy Season 2. Dude, I cannot wait for this release. Hey, Irene, look at this. I know how to cook chicken.
He choked it so much, he cooked it just out of pure friction.
Hey,
Now,
I beat native Texans in that cook-off.
I challenge you to a fried chicken cook-off.
Dude, if I had a fried chicken cook-off, it's over. Give me some canola oil and a 5-gallon pot and a turkey fryer, and it's done.
I've been told I'm better than the Colonel.
You are not.
He may have me on the mashed potatoes and gravy, but he ain't got me on the chicken.
Oh my god!
And the coleslaw too, but he ain't got me on the chicken. My extra crispy.
I love it. Who told you that?
He stole the original recipe from my great granddaddy.
Oh my god.
And the first KFC wasn't even in Kentucky.
Yes, Irene, I know how to cook real chicken, and Steve was already crapping on my win.
I need to find someone to sponsor me so I can become a Kentucky Colonel.
I'll sponsor you.
It's got to be someone that's already a Kentucky Colonel.
Oh, well, then you're kind of fucked on my end. I'm just Texas cook-off winner.
If Mick Jagger can be a Kentucky Colonel, so can I.
I mean, I'm so fucking proud of this. And I even donated my winnings back to St. Jude.
Well, TJ's going to sit here and hold a trophy all night.
I'm fucking cool. You know what? I'm proud of that, though.
I don't have a trophy to hold up. Sorry, guys.
No.
I'll break a trophy out for you to look at. Here, hang on. I'm going to get my zipper. Hang on.
Do you have a microphone trophy?
Somewhere. Oh, Irene says she knows a guy from Louisiana, but he don't speak to her anymore.
From Louisville.
Oh, from Louisville.
Yeah.
I thought it said Louisiana. I'm sorry. I misread.
Louisville. They pronounce it weird. It's Louisville. No, it's not. It's Louisville. Well, where I'm from up there in Yankeeville, we call it the Louisville Slugger.
That does not surprise me. I'm sorry, Irene. It really don't.
Yeah.
Something about him telling her that she is the love of his life and her saying, yo, I'm married.
Put your hands up and back slowly away.
Right. I like I said, I suddenly am not very surprised at all.
Yeah.
Hey, we're talking about the guy from Louisiana?
No, yeah. Louisville, Louisiana.
Louisville.
Yeah. Louisville.
Louisville, Louisiana.
I found your meter. I don't know.
I love Rebecca. Every once in a while, she'll walk in and go, what the fuck do you think you're doing?
Yeah, I'm only like an hour and a half from Louisville. I think I've been there once.
Really?
Yep.
I've got family in Louisville, and I've been there more than you.
Well, I had to go there for a doctor appointment. And I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to kill a day. The doctor appointment's going to take an hour. And then I'm going to do all the fucking touristy shit. And I went to the Louisville Slugger Baseball Factory. I went to the Kentucky Bourbon Museum. And
Right.
I saw Churchill Downs. I drove past it. And I tried to go to the Waverly Asylum, but it was closed with no trespassing signs and security cameras all over the place, so I wasn't going to do anything stupid.
There's
I earned my way to the asylum.
I love this. Instead, he just called her a slut and a lead on, and she was like she thought they understood each other, but they were 14-year-old crutches together online.
202.
202? What, you got a Zebco?
No, that's my wife's blood sugar level.
Whoa.
Hey, that's actually really good.
Slightly high, brother.
It is a little high, but at least it's not up in the 300s.
Holy shit!
Oh, you got one of those too?
Yep. That's why I wear the sleeve.
Oh, shit.
Dude, you're at 249?
Yeah.
Honey, come here.
Oh, Adam, you're gonna have to show. You're gonna have to show back now.
Nope, I'll be right back.
You'll be white, black.
Why not? Right.
Yeah, I know. God, man, this has just been a wild week. This has been a wild week for me.
As long as it's in a good way.
Well, I mean, it has been, like, I mean, let's start with, I helped out a friend of mine, and then the same friend, like, I helped out, to not get into too many details, but I helped out the friend with something that was large and impending. There was a milestone event for his family. And, I mean, I was very much praised for it. I didn't expect it. I actually expected a lot different. But I was praised for it. And, I mean, I was... no, Irene, I did not deliver a poo baby.
Didn't
but I was. Yeah, right. I was very much praised for it, and it made me feel good without my name being attached to it, which I loved, And then, like today, I'm going. All right, I'm going to get into this barbecue competition. So yesterday I go and I interview for a job. after doing my good deed, and I interviewed for a job that I really wanted. And I got it. I got the offer like 2 hours later. I was texting Chris and got the offer. And Chris like, that's fucking awesome, dude.
I give it to you.
Matter of fact, I was talking to Adam. I was texting Chris. And I had to switch off of the call from Adam to take the call to tell me that I received the job offer. And it was so awesome that I got this offer.
But I thought of it, and I'm like, actually, because they're looking for truck drivers and truck driver instructors all over the nation.
Right.
I mean, I'd be driving a truck, but they give you the test that I don't want to take.
Yeah. Speaking
of, the other day at work, I hop on the golf cart to get it out of the way because I'm driving the fork truck. And the one guy says, "Can you drive? Are you licensed to operate that?" Shit, dude, I'm operating a license. I'm licensed to operate anything with an engine. He says, "Well, you're gonna have to pee in a cup." I said, "Well, give me the cup. You might not like what's in there, but I'll pee in it."
What's going on, Corey? And thank you, Irene. I appreciate it. So anyway, I get this, right? And I get the job. And I'm like, this is so awesome. Like, I'm going to start teaching people how to properly operate an 18-wheeler. And it is a professor's position because it's at a college.
It's a collegiate class.
Yeah.
So are you going to have them call you instructor TJ?
No, professor, man. Professor.
Not going to start the class with some calisthenics?
No,
I mean, you're driving a truck, you got to keep yourself loose and limber. Can't get lazy sitting in that seat.
You know what I'm thinking about doing is I'm thinking about trying to teach them how to make a radio out of coconuts.
Yes!
Anyone who's in the chat room that is not old enough to catch the Gilligan's Island reference there, I'm sorry.
You got to go. Actually, I took the NICC student trucker class. And the only reason I got to take it was because the instructor was my foster mom.
Irene, see me after class.
You gotta love the part of the test where you fucking skid the truck, and you gotta make sure you don't jackknife.
Right.
They took us out to, it was literally a track, and we did the truck around the track, and then on the straightaway you're supposed to gun it, and then you hit a puddle, and you're supposed to control your skid without jackknifing the truck.
That's right. And how did you fail?
I did not fail.
Good for you.
I fucking loved it.
Irene, you know how to make O's.
Yeah, O's, not A's.
Use those to earn A.
Proper air horn use and deployment of the finger.
Hell,
trust me,
I'd be a truck driver today if I could avoid the piss cup.
Hey, anybody who's going to be a student of mine, this is my favorite finger.
I told you before. I used to haul cattle, right?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, fucking hardest thing you can haul in a semi. And I had to do it twice a week.
Okay, she's not wrong.
She's
fucking
not.
loved it though.
Steve says the professor could make a radio out of a coconut, but he could not fix a 3-foot hole in a boat.
That's true.
Gotta give him credit for that one. He's right.
Yeah. They can build huts and all that other shit, but they can't patch the boat.
Right.
Well,
Hey,
No,
they could not get Ginger to lose her clothes either. And damn it, I wanted to see that. I mean, like, let's face it. Anybody who watched Gilligan's Island, let's face it. There's people like me who liked Ginger. There's people like Chris and Adam who were all about Marianne.
Yeah.
There's people like Steve who wanted to see Mr. Howell.
Here's a fun fact for you about the theme song. It used to be the Professor and the Other One instead of Professor and Marianne.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, you're right there. It was the Professor and the Other One. And
The Professor and the Other One.
Yeah.
the Professor and
Yeah, exactly, Chris. It used to be the Professor and the Other One. Oh my God! He said Mr. Howell was hot. Oh my
I have
God!
a whole folder. Dude, I got a whole folder full of theme songs. I got Gilligan's Island, I got Happy Days, I got Different Strokes, I got the Wonder Years, I got the Big Bang Theory, I got Psych.
All right, so check this out. You fucking computer. All right, here we go.
Full House, Family Matters.
Corey said he thought about getting into Hot Shot and getting his Class B with air brakes and passenger, or he has his Class B with air brakes and passenger, so he couldn't get into Hot Shot driving. You're not far off, Corey. I mean, literally, you just got to show you know how to do the skills. No, Steve is now trying to correct himself. Mrs. Howell. I thought Mr. Howell. Adam, your thoughts? Is that a correction or a cover-up? Is that a correction or a cover-up?
Where's
I don't know, maybe he meant Mr. Howell.
Mr. Howell? Chris?
What?
Steve saying he liked Mr. Howell and saying Mr. Howell was hot, then saying Mrs. Is that a correction or a cover-up?
That's cover-up.
That's cover-up?
He might be a little light in the loafers.
Okay, Corey, what you're saying is you cannot drive combination. Combination driving is truck and trailer. And yes, I understand you can drive box truck and buses with a Class B. Combination is truck and trailer.
You think that's difficult? Try tandem.
Done it.
That
about
fucking
with
sucks.
Yes, it does. Oh, Steve says he loves those gilfs.
Grandpa's he'd like to...
Might be. It might be. Is that grandpa's or grandma's you would like to fornicate?
Yeah, there's a very vast difference.
Yes.
Or maybe
one hangs into the
granny.
Hey,
well, both of them can hang into the toilet water.
There's nothing wrong with an older woman.
No, there's
Hey,
not.
look, I'm seriously asking because, you know, both could hang into the toilet water. Just one needs to remove the bra to hang into the toilet water.
No.
I think Rebecca's mad at me now.
No, that was getting after the kids.
Oh, that was Julie yelling at me.
I was going to say, that wasn't my wife. She's back in the other room now. She's probably coloring.
Steve did say grandma he would like to fuck. Okay. I'm not going to argue. It's okay. Good for you. Dude, that...
Well?
All right, so kind of like further on, right? So this morning, yeah, I have a real good friend of mine that his birthday's coming up. And one of his things about his birthday that he always used to do, and he always used to talk about, like it was the big thing for his birthday, right?
All right, guys, I got to go for the evening. I got to give a hand to the kids. But
all right, Adam, thanks for joining in. Yeah.
Yep.
Appreciate
some
it.
other time, guys.
All right, thanks again.
See ya.
Later, ma'am.
So, all right, so kind of get back into everything. This friend of mine, his birthday is around the corner, right? And one of the things he used to talk about all the time is he loved to go on his birthday with his wife and get the jacuzzi suite at a hotel. And I've been wanting to do this for him for a long time. Like, actually pay for it and go, here you go. You know, you're my friend. You're my brother.
What state does he live in?
It starts with an I.
Send him to the Sunset Suite in Clinton, Illinois.
Ooh. Maybe.
Me and my wife, we got the Wine and Roses room a few years back, and we loved it.
No shit.
Had a big heart-shaped jacuzzi tub, cheesy fucking, you know, in the room, but it was badass.
I mean, dude, I would do something like that I would do something like that for myself, but I would only be in there with my hand and a bottle of lube.
Well, that's okay. They got a big, the Enchantment Under the Sea room, which is a big giant fish tanks all over the room. They got like the rustic cabin room. They got the cave room, which is like being in a cave, but you're in a hotel room.
Corey says you got to watch that place. He's been to the jungle room.
Gotta love the jungle room. Get all Tarzan and Jane.
Oh wait, no, that's George of the Jungle. But no, you know, like I said, this friend of mine he's very good.
I think
friend.
George of the Jungle was like kind of like the Disney ripoff of Tarzan.
You might be onto something. I think you might be onto something. But no, you know, like I said, this friend of mine, very close friend of mine, love him to death. And what I did is for his birthday, I sent him the money to get a jacuzzi suite for him and his wife. And I said, happy birthday. Thank you very much. You're a brother to me. I love you. I'm here. You know, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And, wait, Corey, I got to hear more about this, all right? He says it's hard to concentrate on your work when a lion is roaring in the distance and then a monkey screams. I got to hear more about this shit. Chris, have you ever had a problem concentrating on your work?
No. No.
I mean, here's kind of the thing, right? And Irene, correct me if I'm wrong. And I'm asking Irene because she is the most sexually active person I know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Jungle Sounds soundtrack in the jungle room. Okay. Once you're in it, and you're like, like in, are you thinking about what's going on around you, or are you just like in the fornication process? That I want to know that. T-Rex Cafe. Above the bed is stars, but when you turn them, I don't get it, Corey. Turn them what? I'm lost. Off the ceiling is a mirror. Oh my god.
Okay, I'm trying to find the YouTube page so I can watch the comments here.
Dude, you can see them right here on your on the StreamYard.
No, I can't.
Why not?
It only shows them when you bring them up.
Dude, go to your settings and bring it up. I mean, seriously. That's why you always have the echo.
Settings.
Go to settings and see if you can find it. I promise. They're there.
I got camera and audio.
Keep going. I lost Chris. Oh, God. Yeah, I don't want to. I have to agree with Irene here. I do not want a mirror. I see my naked ass enough in a mirror. No, I don't need to see it anymore. Dude, I'm surprised. Google Sunset Inn in Clinton, Illinois, and look at the fantasy suites. I'll do it later, Corey, I promise. I'm not going to do it right now. But no, I'm blown away by what people want to see these days. I'm shocked by. I'm very blown away by this. Like, it is not my thing, okay, to want to go into a room and show off my nude ass. I'm not a fan of that. But, like, Chris, and Chris is my brother. I love Chris to death. Chris has been there for me since day one. He's been a part of this show for years. Chris is somebody, even still, that I can see looking at his wife and going, look, we need to get a room with a mirror on the ceiling because I want to know what it looks like while I'm fucking you and smoking weed.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you perfect.
Did you hear what I just said?
Oh shit, there's all the comments.
Yeah, right? It's in StreamYard. You can see it.
Well, I had to open up. I'm running through the laptop now. And my sound sounds so good.
I know. It sounds so much better now.
Well, that's because I'm running through the mixing board and everything.
Dude, it sounds fucking awesome.
Yes, I can read. I may have had a lot of booze and the jungle sounds messing with my stroke.
Okay, we know Chris can read it now. Oh, and Corey's saying that your echo's not as bad now.
Yes, awesome. Yes, that's what I said, Corey. Sunset Inn in Clinton, Illinois. The Fantasy Suites.
Yeah, that's what he's talking about. And I'm like, dude, like I said, I could see you. Okay, you of all people, one of my best friends, you. I could see you telling your wife you want to get a room there Because you want to see her on top of you while you're smoking weed.
Well, you can't smoke in the hotels.
Oh.
In Illinois.
Yeah, that's right.
Because I even said something. Because they updated the hotel rooms now. No
Really?
smoking, cigarettes, tobacco, marijuana, e-pens, or vapes.
Wow! Irene says she hopes you and your mamacita can do the deed in the bang bang room.
Like I said, we went there before. We stayed in the Wine and Roses room.
Okay.
And I loved it.
Well, here, tell everybody the story while I pee and get my phone.
Well, this is going to make the place sound bad, but I do go over every single hotel room I get. Like the first thing I do is go over the room. And I did find a lighter under the bed. But I was like, cool, of course, it's a fucking lighter. So what? They missed it with the vacuum. Like the red wedding Indian room. The room is all red, and it's got a big, like, heart-shaped jacuzzi tub. Yeah, it's all red. But it's got a steam shower. It was badass.
Corey, keep talking shit.
Corey's not talking shit. But they do have other themed rooms.
Oh,
like the,
I thought Corey was talking shit about me because I had to pee.
The enchantment under the sea, like a fish tank in the room.
Wait, you were banging underneath a fish tank?
Huh?
You were banging underneath a fish tank?
Maybe.
Dude, that's fucking awesome.
I love baths too. I take a bubble bath at least once a week.
Dude, that brother of mine just sent me a message. He's like, what was it here? Congratulations, that is awesome. That is so fucking cool. Dude, I mean, that made my day. That award just made my day today. It really did. Nobody can blame me for that either, and if they do, fuck off.
That would suck, Irene.
What's that?
Have you ever imagined if that fish tank broke during the deed?
It could be a different type of lube. Irene, stop looking at my eyes.
But yes, I am truly excited. I'm going to say it again. We got a show next April 13th, Top Fuel Saloon in Braidwood, Illinois. So far on the bill, we have Pit Lord and Old Fat Bastard and the Dirty Sphincters.
I love that name. I love the name of that band. Send them to Texas, Old Fat Bastard and the Dirty Sphincters. That is so fucking awesome.
Plus, we're going to have silent auction. I got a couple of guitars we're throwing in the silent auction. Plus,
nice.
We're going to have some booze baskets. But we're not having your average booze baskets. We're going to have a Metallica's Blackened.
Ooh.
In the basket, and then a Metallica shirt, maybe a copy of Kill 'Em All. And then we're going to have a Slipknot booze basket with a bottle of the number 9, maybe a Slipknot shirt, copy of an album, some stickers.
I gotta love it. I mean, I love how Irene could throw a whole show off track in just one statement.
Yes.
Oh, that's so great.
Where was I? Oh yeah.
You were talking about baskets.
Fucking baskets. It's gonna be full of booze. So we're gonna have like music themed booze baskets. Metallica, Slipknot, Jesse James from Jackal. Any band that has their own line of booze, we're going to try to have a basket and do all of that in a silent auction. And it's all to raise money for the Asgard reimbursement program, the Asgard Connect program. And
Right.
we're trying to get sponsorship for the main stage at Full Terror. And since we don't have paid sponsorship or advertisements on Asgard Radio, we got to do this out of pocket, which means we got to have these fundraisers. Oh, Irene, you should try their whiskeys.
Oh, hell yeah.
The Blackened is really good, but the number 9, you see, it's about time to get a new one.
Oh, yeah, I do.
I picked this up at the Liquor Locker in Evansville, Indiana, and I took it to work one day. At the end of the day, I shared it with some of the guys, and now one of the guys I work with, this is his brand of bourbon, or his whiskey. This is what he drinks now.
Hell yeah.
There is no number 6 to go with that number 9, unfortunately. But do you know what 6.9 is?
Not how fast I'm going during sex?
A good thing we're by a period. What are you writing over there?
Yeah, that about fits.
TJ looks like he's doing homework and shit.
Well, in a way I am. I'm trying to get like a midnight snack.
Are you seriously ordering Uber Eats or something? DoorDash?
Yeah, I'm doing some DoorDash here.
Oh, he's trying to get himself something to eat.
Oh, dude, that fucking blows. They're saying that where I was going to order from is closed already. Well, fuck you.
Sure. It ain't closed. There's someone else already picked her up for the night.
Oh, damn it. And I wanted to eat at the Y.
Yes, Hordash.
I know, right? I love Hordash.
I think it is in Texas. There is a topless food delivery company.
Really? Where?
I can't remember where.
Is it close to Austin? Wait, is it in San Antonio?
Hold on, we're gonna.
Oh, please find this close to somewhere I live.
Topless food delivery service.
State of Texas.
Boober Eats.
Ooh. I know there's one in Illinois called Dong Dash, but I'm not all.
The Lucky Devil Lounge in Portland, Oregon.
Oh, fuck Oregon.
The new coronavirus has forced many businesses to shut down, but one strip club in Portland, Oregon is bouncing back with a novel way to keep giving customers what they desire. The food. Dancers at the Lucky Devil Lounge are now delivering meals on heels as part of a brassy new venture called Boober Eats, a play on the popular Uber Eats service. The lounge takes and makes the orders, then 2 nearly topless women in pasties show up to drop off the food in person. The The nearly nude food deliveries started as a joke on social media after the club was forced to stop regular business, according to the Lucky Devil Lounge owner, Sean Bolden. He decided to give the idea a real shot on St. Patrick's Day after receiving a flood of positive messages about it, since the statewide lockdown does not apply to food deliveries. Orders have been pouring in ever since.
I love it. Irene's like, why does Boober Eats sound like some weird breast milk commune? That is so fucking awesome.
Customers can call in or order online to have two dancers deliver hot food right to their door with delivery fees starting at about $30.
No shit.
Yeah, so for that $30 delivery fee, do I get a lap dance with it?
I don't know.
I would hope so.
Damn, man, there's nothing delivering here at home right now. Fucking, I just wanted a milkshake, fuckers. I think Steve is mad
then
at
she comes and has a little sparkler.
Ooh. I'd give her a little sparkler.
Yeah.
Irene, if he asks you to answer the door, you know that he's looking for more than just food. No, I'm out of ice cream and I'm out of milk, so I cannot make a milkshake tonight. I actually have to go pick one up. And after this great win that Steve crapped all over, I'm gonna have to go and actually drive or ride the bike somewhere and go pick one up. That's fucking bullshit.
I have ice cream and milk.
No, there's not a steak and wait here. This is Texas. Steak and wait in Texas means you sit in a field and you wait for the cow to come by.
Right.
I mean, seriously. Like, all right, hey, all right, you know.
That is one thing I do miss about Springfield.
Yeah, you know.
Steak and shake.
Yeah, I do miss steak and shake. I can say I miss.
I like the side-by-side shakes.
I gotta be honest, you know, I sat there and I was talking to a couple people today, and I said, there's not much in Illinois I really miss. I mean, there's really not. Like, I got a friend of mine here that was raised just outside of San Francisco. And he said he misses California to this day. He loved California. He misses it. And I had to look at him and I'm like, man, you know, I was raised in Illinois. There's not much in Illinois I really miss. I mean, there's really not. Do I miss the Four Seasons? Yeah, I could say I miss that.
Food.
I can honestly say, yes, I miss Steak and Shake. But I got Whataburger. So that kind of balances out.
I was going to say, Whataburger.
Let's say that kind of balances out at that point. Because I got Whataburger. You know, yeah, no. I got that.
One time I went to Louisville, I found a White Castle.
Ooh.
And I'm like, yes. Fuck yeah. Wasn't the same.
Really?
Yeah, it was just I don't know. Up there, White Castle is way better.
Yeah. You know,
maybe it's just because I wasn't drunk enough.
I've got friends I miss. You know. Yeah, I love White Castle, Irene. I really do. I do have friends I miss.
White Castle, when you're coming out of the Pearl Room in Mokina at 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning, and you kind of stumble to your car, that White Castle on the other side of the parking lot was perfect.
Right?
Soaked it up just enough to get you home.
But, you know, like I said, I miss friends. Some of my family, some of my friends. I have friends that were not really friends that I thought I would miss a lot more, and I really don't. You know? Like, dude, I miss the fuck out of you. I wish I was still driving into the fucking gas station just to make fun of people while they're driving by and they've been over the road for 3 weeks on the CB. I miss the fuck out of you.
Hell yeah.
But there are other people that I thought were good friends that I don't miss at all.
Well, dude, like I said earlier while I was doing the Asgard show, the first time, this was the first time I went back to Illinois, and it kind of felt a little weird.
Yeah, right?
And one of the weird things is down here, I am so used to seeing inmates on the road crews out working. You don't see that in Illinois.
Yeah.
There was something else. I can't remember now.
Well, dude, all right, look.
Oh,
I mean, let's break.
As no matter where I'm at, no matter how pissed off I could ever be, the minute I pull into the Top Fuel Saloon parking lot, I just get the biggest smile on my face because I know I'm where family is.
Right. But did you go in there this last time and it kind of felt off?
I did, and my best friend of 25 years, he's back in the kitchen working there. And I told them, it kind of feels a little weird, all of a sudden there's all kinds of new faces around here, and I can't go walk around the building like I used to.
Right.
Usually while the bands were, I did help Crash Karma load in. I helped Nikki and what's his name? Carry stuff in. I'll always remember Nikki's name.
Right.
But once the security and bouncers showed up, it was time for me to kind of watch where I go.
Right.
But still, I mean, it was cool. It was a good time. I'll always love Freakin' Debbie and all the people working there. Even though sometimes, or even though, a lot of new faces. Awesome.
Yeah. All right. So, and Chris, you and I have known each other a long time. And probably better than anybody that most of my adult life has not been in Illinois, even though I was raised there.
Yeah, you went to the Army, and then New Mexico, Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So I had a lot of my adult life not in the state. Now, I spent a good portion of my adult life in Illinois. And that last stretch, like when you and I met and then I got through my divorce and everything, that last stretch, I really made a good run of it. I really did. If you look at all things being equal, I made a good life for myself. But when I came back, or when I went back to Illinois in 2011, it did not feel like home. I mean, does that make sense?
Yeah.
I mean, I went back there and I lived there and I made a life there, but it never really felt like I belonged there. Now, my 6 years prior in southern New Mexico, where 9 times out of 10 I was broke, didn't matter. I still felt like I belonged. That felt like home. Same in West Texas.
You know, that's the way I kind of feel around here a little bit sometimes. Because,
Oh, yeah?
You know where I'm at.
Yeah, you're
On
in
the
Central
left,
Kentucky.
I'm the beginning of the Bible Belt that spreads all the way across Kentucky, Arkansas, fucking Oklahoma.
Down into Texas and all the southern states. Yeah.
So I moved down here and I like metal music. And I don't know. I guess I'm just a different breed of person because I don't go to church. I don't get involved in all that stuff. I don't discuss religion. I don't discuss politics.
No, you never have.
And I don't know. It's just some of the shit down here that why don't you know about it? Blah blah blah.
Well, Irene, you're in Georgia. Of course you have Bible thumpers around there.
Oh yeah. You got snake handlers too.
Right. But you get what I'm saying, though, I lived there, and it was the first time out of the military, out of anything, that I had a shot, and I made a life out of it. And I made that life out of nothing. Nothing. I had a job. I had a place to live. And above and beyond that, I had nothing.
Same here, live and let live. You live your life. The way I see it, in my personal opinion, I've said this before, and this is why I don't like get into politics and shit, because there are too many rules and regulations in this country. And in my personal opinion,
Anarchy.
Not necessarily anarchy per se, but as long as I'm not hurting you or inhibiting your way you want to live your life,
right,
then I'm not doing anything wrong. I mean, who is the government to tell me what I can and can't put in my own personal body? That's my decision.
Right. And I firmly agree.
That's the main problem I really have.
I mean, kind of like I said, what I'm going back to is I lived that life down there. And literally I took nothing and made it something.
Right.
Literally. Then I moved back to Illinois. And I moved back to Illinois, for all intents and purposes, I moved back there under false pretenses. Now I'm sitting here 12 years later. And even though it was under false pretenses, I think it was the best thing that could have happened. And the reason I say that is because now I'm in an area I love so much more. And I've even been back. I went back to where I was at. I drove through El Paso. I drove through Las Cruces. I stayed in Las Cruces for a weekend. I do want to go back. Don't get me wrong. I look forward to going back and visiting and seeing everybody. But when I went there, I was so blown away by the differences. And not in a good way. And I was like, my God, what did I walk into? And I was so happy to come home. I went back to Illinois in June. I went back up there in August. There are certain friends that are there. They don't ask me for anything, and I'm happy to do for them. There are other friends that are there that ask me for too much, and they screw me over. There are some that demanded more than I was ready to give at that time, and they stole it. And, I mean, the long and the short of it is I went back. I lived there. I saw people that I knew 20 years ago. And they're doing the same thing, Chris. That's what blows me away. They're still doing the same fucking thing. Look at you. You moved to Kentucky. You took a job. You built this amazing career and this life around you. But when you go back, what are they doing?
I honestly, I guess I just kind of hang out with the different kind of crowd because one of my best friends up in Illinois, he just since I moved to Kentucky, ended up buying a house, and we're talking someone that years ago changed addresses every 6 months, and now he's buying a house.
Right. I mean, you see differences.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, and I do too. Don't get me wrong, but to be doing literally thus. Here's one we both know. Let's take this one as an example. Rage.
That's my goal, Irene, is to buy a house and own.
Right. And have a concrete pad so when I visit, I can pull in with the coach and hook up, and I have my house there too. But let's take Rage for an example. Okay? Maybe not the best one. But let's look at Rage for a minute. There's Rage. One of my best friends. I love Rage to death. I would go to the hilt for Rage, even though he owes me money. I would go to the hilt for Rage today. Somebody I think the world of. I love him to death. I would do a lot for Rage. Okay? This is a guy that is still trying to hinge his future on professional wrestling. Which he was doing in 2004.
Here's the way I see it. Rage is doing what he loves to do.
And I give him that. And I do.
Like my best friend, Steve. He was actually in charge of the kitchen at Top Fuel Saloon. He's the one that did everything, menus, vendors, and I helped him out a lot with the vendors and shit.
Right.
But he was the guy in charge. And he actually looked at me one day and he says, dude, I never wanted to be in charge. I just wanted a job. And shortly after I moved to Kentucky, he's still cooking at Top Fuel Saloon, doing what he loves to do. But he stepped down from being kitchen manager.
Right.
And I thought, you know what, that's fucking awesome.
But you get what I'm saying. I mean, like, I love that Rage is doing what he loves to do. And I'm happy for him on that. But he's made no forward progress. Yeah. I have a friend of mine, probably one of my best friends since grade school, okay? We haven't talked for a few years because of differences over the election.
See, that kind of
I
shit
still
stop people from being friends.
Right, and he made it happen.
And that's the reason why I don't get involved in that shit.
But from third grade to the last election, somebody I could look at and say was one of my best friends. and I didn't agree with how he approached things. And I tried to push it off, and it failed miserably. Okay. And finally it got me pissed off. And then I was just, I went into TJ mode. That was it. Done. You know?
See,
Which, we've all seen that.
I called Steve at the last presidential election. And straight up, who'd you vote for? Answer I got. None of your fucking business.
Fuck you.
That's the perfect answer. None of your fucking
Yeah,
business.
it really is. It's not my business who you vote for. It's not. I don't care. You're an asshole. You're ugly. You're my friend. The end. I don't need to know anymore.
Exactly.
You know, that's the end of it.
Did you feel the burn, Irene?
Oh, Irene got a burning sensation from Bernie Sanders when she peed. Oh, okay, but nonetheless, kind of going back to it. Like, here's a guy that, man, when we were in high school, I'm like, oh, you've done all these drugs, and I'm like, I thought it was so cool, and here I am now. He killed a post office delivery driver with his car while he was high on meth.
See,
And I'm like, why?
and a
Here's
lot of
the kicker.
people sit there and they talk shit about smoking pot.
Right.
But how many potheads do you know have robbed a liquor store? How many potheads do you know who will stop sign and kill the family?
I know a lot of potheads that have robbed my fridge.
She says she needs this for a second. She's going to hold on because we're in the middle of this. But that's what I'm saying. Is every time you hear of someone crashing a car, they were high on meth, they were high on pills, they were drunk as fuck. You never hear of a stoner doing that shit.
Right. Well, I'm going to wrap it up here pretty quick.
Because a stoner's going to sit back on the couch and right after he raids TJ's fridge.
Right?
Not go anywhere.
And then drool all over my couch. But no, this one friend of mine, I mean, it was just amazing to me because married, 3 kids, 25 years as a master machinist. Had to get high on meth and threw the whole thing away. I was blown away. I'm still blown away by that. All right. I can't wrap my head around it. And, I mean, here I am. And I've got friends there today that they are just cheering on everything I'm doing. Everything I'm doing here. From this barbecue cook-off, 10th annual, a lot of other contestants, and the hardest part of it to win. And I placed. I mean, I'm happy I placed. And I placed it in the hardest competition there is in chicken. And it's me moving on to be a teacher, and everything I've done, and everything I've faced, and everything I still face down. And I continue to drive forward. And yet, when I look at these people that I knew, I'm blown away. Like when I go back to my hometown where I was raised of Mackinac, Illinois, I'm blown away by how they're still doing the, oh, I'm so great, look at the weed I can smoke. Chris don't do that with me. He's like, I smoke weed, fuck you. These guys are bragging about how much of a fucking weed crop they're smoking up.
Honestly, that don't mean shit to me.
And I'm like, I have a friend in Kentucky that'll smoke all you motherfuckers under the table. And they don't like it, you know. But I see so many people stuck in the same rut. And it blows me away because it's literally make a change. And you're going to move forward. Chris, you know that. You did it.
So it's been almost 4 years now, 3 years now. My brother-in-law kept saying, come down to Kentucky, I'll get you a job. Come down to Kentucky, I'll get you a job. I came down to Kentucky, the job wasn't quite ready for me. And it took a little waiting. But finally, one day I got laid off for the mechanic shop, and I was fitting to hit the bricks on Monday when they actually called me and said, here, you start Wednesday.
There you go.
You know, and it's funny, too, because when I go to work, I'm there to work. I'm sorry, my daddy always told me, when you go to work, you work harder than the ugliest stripper.
Damn, that's working pretty fucking hard.
Yeah, and I even told my boss that. He's like, well, sometimes they got to turn on the lights. I says, well, we forgot to pay the power bill. But straight up, one guy, he says, the way your brother-in-law talks about you and how hard you work and shit, I had this impression of you built up in my mind. I had this picture of you built up in my mind. And then you walk in the door and you're like the epitome of a fucking stoner, but you're the hardest working motherfucker ever.
Right.
It just blew my mind. Like, well, that's who I am, dude.
You know, like, all right, so like this award I got today, which is still so fucking cool, you know. Dude, the whole thing is done for St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. I won a $50 pot. On third place, I won $50.
I agree, Irene. I always feel like I could do better than I'm doing.
Yeah.
And years ago, I watched this thing with Matthew McConaughey. And he said, someone asked him who his hero was. He said, it's me in 5 years. And then 5 years later, they said, so have you met your hero yet? And he says, no. Because it's still me in 5 years.
Right. Because I'm always striving for that next step.
Yeah.
Like, look, I mean, Chris, you met me when I was still fairly. I wasn't new, but I was still kind of finding my place in my career. I mean, would you disagree with that?
No. I mean, you knew what you wanted to do. You just didn't know where you wanted to be.
Right. And, dude, we had a lot of fun at that fucking truck stop.
You know what? And I love that truck stop. And if David never would have sold that truck stop, I probably would have stayed there.
Right. But, you know, now you look at then, and you and me are literally 3 years away from knowing each other for 10 years.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I know, right? Just kind of blows your mind. Look at then. Look at now. Chris has his feet grounded a bit more, and TJ is that dreamer, and both are great. Dude, we make a great team. We've always made a great broadcast team. But, I mean, you look at then, and you look at now. I'm finally where I needed to be at. And now, I'm getting ready to teach. Without the knife hand.
So now when a trucker cuts me off or is being a dick going down the road, I can blame TJ.
Maybe. But that's only if they're coming out of Texas.
Most of them are nowadays.
Nope. No, they're not.
Do you know how
Not
many
the crappy
drivers?
ones.
Do you know how many shitty drivers I met that could not speak a lick of English?
Then they're coming out of Arizona. No, they're coming out of New Mexico. They're coming out of New Mexico.
New Mexico, and they're coming out of San Diego.
They're coming out of New Mexico, and I blame Michelle Lujan Grisham because they're coming out of New Mexico.
Yes, Irene, there you go. Always blame TJ, no matter what state.
No, don't blame me.
Yes.
I'm a saint. As Chris takes the biggest hit of pot that anybody's ever seen. All right, everybody. So thank you for tuning in. Chris is about to get in trouble with his wife, which means I'm going to get in trouble with his wife. So we're going to avoid that at all costs.
Tim Burton used to work for Disney. Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah, hell yeah, he did.
I want to watch this Tim Burton thing with her, and fuck yeah, I love Tim Burton.
Right. So, everybody, thank you for tuning in tonight. This has been your Saturday night edition of Mayhem's Amigos. We will see you next week. That's Chronic Chris. I'm TJ. Adam was on with us earlier. We'll see you next week. Good night. Deuces.